Let's take a look at this problem. It says create the scatter diagram and pick two good points and find the equation of the line containing them. So let's go put this in our calculator. I'll press Stat, do Enter on Edit, clear out my list, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for my L2 is my Y values. So I got 8, 12, 15, 16, 25, 32. Let me go through and double check all these. 8, 12, 15, 16, 25, 32, 1 through 6. Exit out, second mode, and then I'll press Stat, right arrow to Calc, and I'll choose number 4 for linear regression, and then press Enter. Okay. Now the if I look at the R, see how the R is pretty high? So this pretty well follows a linear pattern. Now it's not asking for R, but I wanted to point that out before we look at the scatter diagram. So now if I go to second Y equals, press Enter on plot 1, and I want to choose on, so if it's not already chose, do an Enter on it, and then down arrow, and I want to choose the one that looks like plotting points. Press Enter on that, and you want this as L1 and L2, and then you do Zoom 9. Now besides a little bit of hiccup right here, you can see that it pretty well follows a linear pattern more or less. That's why our R is so high. Now we want to pick two good data points that best represents this line. I could pick the first one and the last one, but then all the data points would fall underneath it, which would probably not give me the best line. I'm actually going to choose the first one and next to the last one. If I draw a line through those, it's not going to be perfect, but that's probably as good as it's going to get. But that's the first part of our answer. That's a scatter diagram. Okay, so let me go over to my tablet here. And I want my first point and the second to last one. So I got my first point, which is 1, 8. And my second to last one, which is 5, 25. Okay. Now these are the steps we're going through. It says step 1, pick two data points. First and last maybe. These will be x1, y1, and x2, y2. So I'm going to label these. This is my x1, y1. And this is x2, and this is y2. Okay, step 2. We want to find m using this formula. So m is going to equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Well, y2 is 25 minus y1, which is 8, over x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 1. 25 minus 8 gives us 17, and 5 minus 1 gives us 4. Step 3. Into y equals mx plus b. Plug in either point for x and y and m from step 2. So it doesn't matter which point I pick. I'll pick the first one. Plug this in for x, I'll plug this in for y. So we got 8 for the y. M we just said was 17/4, and x is 1 plus b. And then we want to solve for b. So I got 8 is equal to 17/4 plus b. I'll take 17/4 to the left side. Notice I put the minus kind of up with the 17. You do not want to include it in the bottom part if you're using the mixed number rule. So then we're going to use a mixed number rule. 8 times 4 is 32 minus 17 gives us 15, I believe. Let me think. Yeah, 15. And that's B. Step 4. We want to write our answer down. So plug in M from step 2, which we said was 17/4. And we'll plug in B from step 3, which we said was 15/4. And this would be our answer. Now realize if you used different points than what I did, you'll come up with a different equation line. But that's okay. There isn't necessarily one correct answer in this problem.